Hello all, I am Palak Vadadia, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will discuss about the last topic, that is date and time in Python from unit number 3, that is Python functions and modules. After the completion of this topic, our 60% of syllabus will be completed. So let's discuss our today's topic, that is date and time in Python. So the Python has a module named datetime to work with the dates and times. So if I want to print the current date and time, so I have to use the command. First of all, I want to import the module, and the name of the module is what? It's a datetime. And then I just take one variable. The name of that variable is datetime underscore object. And that is what? It's a datetime dot datetime. And then now. Now is for what? It's a one method that will give me the current date and time. And then I want to print this variable. So when I run the above code, simply I will get the today's date, that is 2020 first year. Then 7 is what? It's a month. And 22 is what? It's a day. Now 09 specify the hours, 26 is minute, 03 is second, and 478039 is what? It's a microsecond. So here we have imported the datetime module using the import statement. And then see what this statement specify, that here the datetime what? It's a module. Inside that module, I use the class. That class is what? It's a datetime class. And inside that I use the one method. That name of that method is what? It's a now. Now we will discuss the commonly used classes in the datetime module. The first class is what? It's a date class. Then it's a time class. And then the mixing of date and time, that is the third class, date time class. And the fourth one is what? Is a time delta class. So one by one we will discuss each in a detail. The first class is what? Is a datetime dot date class. So here it will give me the what? The date object will represent the date that is in year, month and day. So the date object to be represented as a date. So first of all we have to import the date time. And then here this is what? It's my module. Inside module, which class I want? I want the date class. That's why I have written dot date. And then I have to specify year. Then see here, it's a month, and then it's a what? It's a day. So when I run this, when I want to print this, then simply it will give me the today's date. Now see, I can use this import statement like this. This is from date time. I want to import what? Only the date class. Alright. So when I write this way, then here just I want to specify the method. No need to specify the class. Because here I have specified from the module date time, I want to import the class. That name of that class is what? It's a date. Then simply I have to specify the method. Here I just import the what? It's a module. So I have to specify the module dot class. Here only the method. And then simply we want to print A. Then it will give me the same answer. So only the one difference, that means here you have to specify this method, that is module dot class dot method, and here you just need to specify the method only. Now to get the current date, see how we can write? That is from date time import date, and we have already discussed, right? That is today. If you want to, if we want the current time, then we are just using the now. Now will give me the current date as well as time. Here I just use the today, that equal to date, then today. Simply it will, when I print the today variable, it will give me the date of the current date. Print today's year, month and day. Then simply we want to import the date time from import date. Then today, then date of today. So simply today's date will be stored in today variable. And inside that variable, I want to print only the year. So you can use today.year. So inside this variable, it will print only the year. And when I want month, then simply I have to replace this year with the month. And when I want the day, then I want to simply replace that month with the day. You just run this code by yourself and check the answer. Now next one is what is a datetime.time class. This is similar like a date class, but here it will give you the time. So if I want to print hour, minute and second and microsecond, then what you can do? See, simply we have to use the from datetime module. I want to import the class. The name of that class is what? It's a time. Then here I just specify the time. 11 will represent the hour, 34 will represent the minute and 56 will represent the second. When I print the a.r, it should give me the answer that equal to 11. When a dot minute, that is 34, a dot second, that is what is a 56, and a dot microsecond. Now let's run this code and see. Yes, it's give me the hours, then minutes, and then second. But here the microsecond that equal to 0, because here I have not specified any microsecond. If I specify the some value 1, 2, 3, then in place of microsecond I will get the 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now the next is what? Which class? That is date time class. So inside the module date time, I want to I just want to use the class. That class is what? It's a date time. So the datetime module has a class method date class that contain the information both. That is, one is the date and another is what is the time. So the Python datetime object, yes, I want to import the class. That class is what is the datetime. And then simply datetime, then 2027 and 22. And here print it. When I use this format, that is year, month, day, hour, minute, second and microsecond, and just I want to print B. Now let's check we want to see what's the difference between A and B. So when I run this code, A equal to this, that is year, then month and day. But here in place of time, it simply specifies 0, 0, 0 because we have not specified the time over here. Here this class says you have to specify both the thing, that is date as well as time, but we have given only the information regarding the date. Now the second, in this B, we have specified all the things, that is date as well as time. So when I run this, then here I will get the date as well as, that is what, it's a time. That is 55 hours, then 23 is hours, then 55 is what? It's a minute, then 59 is a second, and 342380 is what? It's a microsecond. Now next we will discuss, that is the datetime.time delta class. So it name specified delta, that means it will give you the difference between two date, two time, or we can say it's between date and time. Now we just want to calculate just difference between two date and times. So first I'm just importing the two class. One class is what? It's a date time class, and another is what? It's only the date class. So T1 that equal to what? I just specify the date only. That is 2018 month and day. And T2 that equal to what? It's a year 2017 month 12 and day that equal to 23. When I just take the difference, that is between T1 and T2, and I run and just I want to print this, and when I run the above code, it simply calculate the difference between this two date. Alright, that is in terms of how many days. And answer is positive because the T1 is what? As a 2018 and T2 is simply 2017. So the T1 is higher than the T2. Now, here if I want to calculate the difference that is in between date and time. So first I just specify the date and then I specify the time. Similarly T5 also I specify the date and then I have specified the time. Time in the sense of hours, minute and second. And when I take the difference, that is T4 and T5. Okay, and just I print the result, that is what is a T6. Then see, T4 is what is a 2018 and T5 is what is a 2019. So whatever the difference you will get, that should be in minus, because the T5 is higher than the T4. And then we want to print the type of T3 and type of T6. So when I run the above code, see here, as we discussed in the T6, we will get some negative value because the T5 is higher than the T4. And then this is what, it's a day difference as well as time difference. Everything is calculated. And the type of is what? Yes, it's what is the time delta, because we are finding the difference between the time as well as day. So the type of T3 and T6, that is what? It's a time delta. Now next, simply see here that we want to calculate the difference between a two time delta object. That is, here I just specify the weeks. That is what? It's a 2. Days are 5, hours is 1. And second, that equal to 33. And time delta, here I just specify what the class is, what? It's a time delta class. And then here I just specify the days, hours, minute and second. It is not fixed every time you have to give the same format, because I want to if I want to calculate the difference between T1 and T2, then it is not necessary that in T2 also I have to specify weeks, day, hours and second. I can specify that is days, hours, minute and second. So T1 minus T2, and I want to print T3. When I run the above code, simply it give me the difference, that is 14 days. See, approximately if you calculate the 2 weeks, that equal to what? That is almost 14 days, and 14 plus 5, that is what? It's a 19. When 19 minus 4, that is 15. And you just roughly you just do the subtraction of this, that is almost equivalent to 14 days, then 13 hours, 55 minutes and 39 seconds. Alright. Now, time duration in second. So you can get the total number of seconds in a time delta object using the total seconds method. How? That we will discuss with help of one example. That is from date time import time delta. Here I just specify the days, hours, second and microsecond, and then print the total dot second, that is T dot inside the T. What I want to print, that is total dot seconds. Then the answer is what? Like this. It will calculate this in the number of seconds. Okay, calculate the time in the number of seconds. So it will just calculate the seconds, that equal to 5 days, 1 hour, 33 seconds and microseconds into the second form. So 435633 is second and 233423 is microsecond. You can also the sum of the two dates and time using the plus operator, and also you can multiply and divide the time delta object by the integer and floats. Now the Python format date and time. See, the way the date and time is represented may be different in the different place. That is like slash and sometimes like mmddyy and where ddmmyy. So here the Python has strf time and strp time method to handle this. That is, the strf time method is defined under the class date, date time and time. The method creates the formatting string using the given date, date time and time format. Now let's discuss this with the one example. That is, from date time import this class, and just I want the current date, so I use the now. Now dot strf time, date time in hours, minute and second. So time that equal to t, and here s1 that equal to now dot strf time, and this I want as mm dd yy hours, minute and second. And S2 print S1, and similarly S2 in first I want date, then month and Y. Here I want month, date and year. Here I want date, month and Y. So you have to specify this like M and D according which format you want your answer. And you just print the S2. So when you just run above code, see the time is what? It's a 4, then colon 34 and then 52, that is hour, minute and second. It simply is give you the only the hours, minute and second from this date time dot now. Only inside this now variable it will take only the time, because the object is what is strf dot strf time. Now here when I print S1, it will give first what it's a month, then date and then year. And when I print S2, it is reverse. First I want date, then it's month and then it's a year. Now the last one is what is the strp time. Let's discuss with one example. First we want what? It's a date time, import date time. Now I just specify this as a string 21st June 2018, and the print, I want to print this string, and then I just use the strip time, strp time. So first of all I have to specify this string name. The name of that string is what? It's a date underscore string. And then inside this, the first is what? It's a date. And why I have written B? Because the full month is given. The name of full month I have written June. That's why the capital B. And then the last one is what? It's a year. You have to specify like this. See, the D, that is in number format. Then month name, that is the whole name of the month. That's why B. Then it's a comma, here also comma. And then you have to specify the year. And simply I want to print this object. So first of all this date string, because I just print this date string, and then it is yes, it's like our date object. So it's like year, then it's a month, and then it's a date, and time is what? It's a 000, because we have not specified any time. Now the strip time method takes the two arguments, that is the string represent the date and time, format code equivalent to the first argument. By the way, the D, B and Y format code I use the day. See, as we discussed, the month, that is full name, and then year respectively. So I hope this method is clear. If you have any doubt, then you can contact me. Thank you.